Welcome ESL to week 4 of the Next Gen series as we are at our first road course of the season as drivers are starting to hit the track for their warm-up lap. As we look at Doug Britton, the last week's winner. Can he put together another great performance today? We haven't had a driver win 2 races this season yet. The drivers locked in into the playoffs so far is Ace Blade, Freddie Trammell, and last week's winner, Doug Britton. I see rounds turned 16. And he'll officially get his first lap in. We'll see what type of times he can put together. We got such a hotter track than yesterday. It's a 103 degrees with 3-mile-an-hour winds. We had some great racing yesterday in the 1987 series. It's all about hitting those corners, getting in and out those corners as smoothly as possible. As we go around turn 11. Doug Britton is also currently sitting 11th in points. The goal for him today is hopefully to win and to get some more playoff points since he's already locked in. As he gets ready to cross the stripe, we'll see what his lap time is. And he's 5th currently in Ace Blade. He had your fastest lap. Can somebody beat out the 101? Ace Blade is already locked in. He has also won a race. So Northern Lights showing out today so far. We'll see if they can maintain the pole. Yesterday they did. Can they do it again? They finished 1 and 2 yesterday in the 1987 series. So they're looking to put together another great race. As we go around turn 12 and 13. Can Ace Blade hold on to the pole? Goes around the final turn. And crosses the stripe. And your pole winner is E Weezy, the 299. He wins the pole for today's race. Second, Aaron Kozak. Third, Merle McGuire. Fourth, Amelia Rose. Fifth, Ace Blade. Sixth, Peyton Hill. Seventh, Rooster Rodden. Eighth, Odion Muldoon, 9th JQ, and 10th Axel Raven. But a great run by the 299. We will see what the 299 can do from the pole. It might play out. You know, yesterday we had a little strategy involved as cars pitted right before the end of stage 2. Well, we'll get some of the same today. We will see. But a great run by the 299. And we'll be back in a few minutes. And we are back as we get set to start this race. We have some great cars in the top 10. Some proven winners. Last week's winner, Doug Brent, is starting 16th. We will see what he can do from that position. Last season's champion is starting 25th. He's got his work cut out for him today. Who will lock themselves in today? Will we get a repeat winner? Or will we get a new driver into the playoffs? The 99, he's starting in second. I think that's his best starting position of the season, if I'm not mistaken. So he's looking to have a great run today, as Bruku usually does on road courses. They have Aaron Kozak, Merle McGuire, Amelia Rose starting second, third, and fourth. The pace car comes off the track, and we are set for racing for week number 4. And the green flag waves, and we are underway. Oh, in the 99, and Merle, they touch going into the first turn. That could have been so disastrous. Hopefully that contact didn't damage their cars too much. As we have a battle for 6. Odeon and Ace Blade. Ace Blade makes the pass. Moves himself up. A little farther back, we see Rhett Sawyer trying to make some moves. Moving himself up to 21st as he battles the 96 Stefan Forge. There's 18 laps to the first stage. Everyone is pretty much single file. See Rhett Sawyer still battling, this time with the 56. As we go back to the leader, Weezy, he's out in front by a few car lengths. Followed by the 99 of Aaron Kozak. That's Lotus Lee trying to make the pass on the 56 on the outside. And this is for 23rd position. A lot of traffic towards the end of the field. Freddie Trammell doing everything he can to hold on to 23rd. And the 125 almost loses it there. That was very close. It's extremely difficult to fight for position towards the back of the field. But Eweezy is pulling away. He has a 1.2 second lead, and he has the fastest lap of the race. Eweezy is currently 14th in points, so he definitely needs to have a good showing today if he wants to move up in the standings. The 99 still holding on to second, followed by Merle McGuire in third, Amelia Rose in fourth, Peyton Hill having a good run in fifth, Ace Blade in sixth, Odeon seventh, Rooster Rodden eighth, Axel Raven in ninth, JQ round out your top 10. Right behind him in 11th is Andrew Green. It's been a good race so far. I mean, we're only 4 laps in. And Kenny Flores now has your fastest lap of the race. And he is currently in 25th. Eweezy still maintaining a 1 second lead over Aaron. As we have 13 laps to go to the end of the stage. We will see who can manage these tires as the run continues to get longer. We saw in yesterday's race, some cars were blazing fast in the beginning of the race, but as those tires really started to wear down, some drivers just couldn't maintain that speed anymore. But Eweezy's not pulling away. It's just a 1 second lead. The driver that has moved up the most positions so far is Ralph Lumley. He's up 3 positions, up to 27th. Well, he's definitely has a lot of work to do to move through the field. Pit stops will be key today. There's Freddie Trammell in 23rd. He is also locked into the playoffs. Not the start he wanted today. Eweezy still only maintaining a second lead. But the top 4 are starting to pull away as Amelia Rose is in 4th. In 5th is Peyton Hill. But it seems like he is definitely losing some ground to the top 4 cars. He's about 2 seconds back. So the field starts to spread out slightly. As we have 11 laps to go to the end of the stage. As we have a battle for position. Brogan, the number 3. This is for 11th. As they're side by side going into 9. The 26 does not want to give up that spot. But Brogan makes the pass, and he is up to 11th. A driver that has lost quite a few positions since the start of the race is CJ Slava. He's down 6 positions. He is down to 29th. Seems to be struggling. And the 14 is definitely off the pace. William Thompson in 37th. I mean, it's a big course, so for him to lose a lap, it's going to be tough unless he makes a mistake. And now Aaron Kozak has closed the gap 0.4 of a second. As it looks like E-Weezy's burning up those tires as we're at 8 laps into the run. The 99 is wheeling that car. He's a little sliding there off that turn. The 99 is almost to the bumper of the 299. As Aaron Kozak is currently 13th in points. So both these drivers, they need these stage points badly. And to get a stage win will be huge. So, but the 99 is right there. He's going to have to wait for an opening to make the pass. Can the 999 make something happen and take over the lead? Now it's a 3-car race as Merle McGuire has caught up to the 99. E-Weezy was able to hold off Aaron. That lead is back to half a second. As the 99 is right back, almost to the bumper of the 299. And we still have 8 laps to go. Kozak still in second. Merle McGuire in third. Amelia Rose in fourth. And Peyton Hill in fifth. Seems like Peyton Hill has closed in slightly. And there's that 99 again. Can he try to make the pass? As we go around turn 16. And this time by, we'll have 6 laps to go to the end of the stage. Merle McGuire's right there. And he's currently in third. The 99 is just trying to find where he can pick his spot to make the pass. It's not easy making passes in the road course. You gotta find the right spot. Or you can also hope for a mistake by the car in front of you. But Peyton Hill, after was being behind Amelia Rose by like 2 seconds, has definitely closed the gap. Only a few car lengths away now. So he's showing some speed the later this front gets. As we see Merle, he got wide on the turn there. Lost a little momentum. As the 99 got loose, Merle almost had an opening to get by. As we have 5 laps to go. We see Amelia Rose, and the 406 is right behind Amelia Rose. Can he get by before the end of the stage? Any position you could get in this race is big. We've had a great race so far. It's been very clean, besides that one incident in the beginning of the race. And we see See Ace Blade, he's caught up to the 406. And this track has warmed up a lot. It's 113 degrees. Compared to yesterday, we had a lot of cloud cover. The track was around 90. A big difference. Weezy's still in the lead. He's done a good job of just keeping a slight distance away from the 99. The 99 has gotten close a few times, but just couldn't make something happen. 3 laps to go. Still almost about a second lead, about 7/10. Can Merrill make something happen as he's in third? He's gotten close to the 99 a few times, but just couldn't make the pass. At this point in the race, you just don't want, it's still early, you don't want to be too aggressive, make a mistake. 2 laps to go. Amelia Rose still holding on to 4th. Peyton Hill 5th. Ace Blade 6th. Odeon still in 7th. Rooster Rodden 8th. And Axel Raven 9th. JQ rounds out your top 10. As we go around turn 12 and 13. As they cross the stripe, 1 lap to go to the end of stage 1. And as long as the 299 doesn't make any mistakes, he will win this stage. As we see, the 99 got loose there. You can see those brakes get extremely red. All this braking gets those brakes extremely hot. We saw yesterday a few drivers lock up their brakes. Go around turns 10 and 11. There's It's been a great stage for the 299 and the 99. 4-round turns 15 and 16. As Eweezy wins stage number 1. Very good stage 1 we had. Very clean. Some good racing. We'll see what stage 2 brings. But first, will anyone decide to make a pit stop here, or will they just stay out and maybe try to extend it to end of stage 2, and then, you know, maybe pit before the end of stage 2 or after, depending on fuel. You're looking about 37 laps, maybe. So it'll be interesting what the crew chiefs decide here. Strategy can win you a race on the road course. But all 37 cars are on the lead lap. So far, your biggest mover is the 62. Ralph Lumley up 4 positions in 26. I mean, there's still plenty of time to try to work your way up through the field. The Brew Crew is still second, third, and fourth. They're having a great showing so far as teams are concerned. Who will decide to head into pit lane? I think some drivers might want some fresh tires. We'll see. And so far, no takers. And no one heads onto pit road. Except one. We had one taker head onto pit, actually two, the 14 and the 777. They decided to go onto pit road, get some fresh tires, and top off on fuel. So they're definitely on a different pit cycle than everyone else. I mean, why not? You're at the tail end of the field. You have nothing to lose. And maybe by being on a different pit cycle, it'll put you to the front of the field. We've seen stranger things happen. So everyone else decided to stay out. We had 2 cars head onto pit road. If this race plays out like anything like yesterday's did, everyone pitted around with 3 laps to go to the end of stage 2. So will we see the same thing today? And that could definitely shake things up. We should get the 1 to go this time around. And we do. Can anyone gain some positions on this restart? It seems like the restart gets very hectic around turn 1 and 2. Can Eweezy hold on to the lead, get another great jump? Usually it seems like the lead car gets a good jump on the restarts. And then the key is just holding off the second place car, which is not always easy to do. Yesterday we had Devontae Wilkins. He took advantage of the restart in the beginning of the 3rd stage. That's probably when you're going to get your best chance for an opening to make a move. But next week we head back to some oval racing. And we are at Richmond for some short track racing next week. I'm sure some of these drivers can't wait to get back on an oval track. As we get set for the restart and the start of stage 2. And the green flag waves and we are underway. Can the 99 find an opening to take the lead? And he does not. It looks like Merle McGuire loses a few positions down to 5th. Ace Blade takes advantage, moves up to 4th. JQ and the 406 going at it. This is for 7th. Now we see Rooster Rowland take advantage of the 33. So the 33 is definitely not sure what's going on the restart, but he has fallen back. He is down to 6. So a little struggling a little bit on that restart. As we see a battle for 12. As Brogan's trying to hold on to that position and does. We see Kyle Storm in 18th. Tyler Commander. He's in a battle with Braden Goddard. This is for 19th. As they're side by side coming out the last turn. Goddard's trying to hold on to that position. And is able to hold off Tyler Commander. Rhett Sawyer's in a battle. This is for 22nd. As we go back up to the leaders, E. Weezy still in control of this race. With Aaron Kozak in second. And Aaron Kozak almost gets onto that grass. That was going to be dangerous. He was going to probably spin out, but he was able to save it. That was extremely close for the 99. And because of that, the 299 has pulled away. And E. Weezy has the fastest lap of the race. As now the field is mainly single file once again. And the end of this stage is a lap number 40. But Amelia Rose is right behind Aaron. Once he slipped up like that, Amelia Rose was able to catch right back up. But can she get by the 99? Right behind Amelia Rose is Ace Blade. He took advantage on that restart, gained some positions, as well as Rooster Rodden in 5th. Whatever happened to Murrow on that restart, seems like they got it figured out because he has been maintaining in 6th. And restarts can be tricky on worn tires, so it's possible he spun those tires on the restart and, just lost momentum. But he seems to be back on track. Peyton Hill in 7th. JQ 8th. Odeon 9th. Andrew Green in 10th. Axel Raven 11th. Brogan 12th. Billy Sauter 13th. Aaron Hughes 14th. And Doug Britton. Round out your top 15. The Weezy seems to be pulling away. That mishap by the 99 definitely helped out Weezy as he has a second and a half lead. Can the 99 make that ground back up? As we have a battle for 19th, Tyler Commander side by side with Goddard, who will hold on to position as they almost touch there. And they're still side by side going to turns 10 and 11 as we see Kenny Flourish get loose coming out the turn. But Goddard and Commander, none of them want to give up position. Goddard doing everything he can to take that spot. As now we have like a 4-car battle there. We have 13 laps to go to the end of the stage. And Tyler Commander wins that round as he is in 19th. Your biggest mover of the race is, well, we have a few cars that are tied, but Kenny Flourish, he's up 4 positions in 22nd. As we have a battle for 27th, Forge and CJ, as Forge has lost 7 positions. So he's definitely has faded since the start of the race. As we go back up to your leader, the 299, he almost has a 2-second lead on the 99. Aaron Kozak. Right behind him is Amelia Rose. As the laps for stage 2 wind down, will we have a green flag pit stop? That is the big question for this stage. Now we see Amelia Rose as Ace Blade is right on the bumper of the 337. I mean, Ace Blade has done a good job on that restart, moved up a few positions. But can he move up to third and make the pass on Rose? All the cars are still on the lead lap, which I think this is the first time this season that has happened. But I don't want to say that too loudly because we know once a caution comes out, one caution breeds more cautions, and we definitely don't want that on a road course. But the 99 has done a great job today. I feel like this driver is a matter of time before he breaks out. It's just how I feel. Can today be the be the day that he breaks out and gets into victory lane? Weezy still almost 2 seconds, 1.8 second lead. As we have 10 laps to go to the end of the stage. Over in third place, Amelia Rose. Ace Blade hasn't been able to do much. So they're still keeping distance a few car lengths away. Rooster Rodden having himself a good race today as well. And he needed a good race today. He is currently 26 in points, so he's been struggling this season, so he is having a good showing. Some of these drivers need these points, and badly. We only have 4 races to go after this. And if you cannot get in by a win, you got to get in by points. Right behind Murrow is the 406, also having a good run. Odeon in 9th. Currently 17th in points. Last year, as we all know, he snuck into the playoffs by a slim margin. So he definitely does not want that same scenario this season. But he's doing a good job today, riding in 9th in the top 10. If he could finish in 9th or even in the top 10, that's a great day. And a great day of points as well. As now, as we see, Aaron Kozak has closed that lead almost down to a second. So Kozak doing everything he can to catch the 299, but the top 2 have separated themselves from the 3rd place car. The key is, will any of these cars go on to pit road before the end of the stage? And as soon as I say that, they both head into pit road. And it seems like everyone's coming in. So now this is huge right here. Everyone's following suit. And it looks like everyone's coming in besides those two cars that did pit already. So this is going to be a race off of pit road. As we saw the 777 just pull out. And Eweezy comes in first and comes out third because those other two cars pitted. Aaron Kozak, he didn't lose no positions. Amelia Rose didn't. Ace Blade, Rooster, JQ, Merle, he lost a few positions on pit road. He is in ninth. But now the 777 is in the lead. Georgia. They will not make the distance, so eventually they will have to pit as well. Now William Thompson, he was at the tail end of the field, off the pace, and now he's in second place. Now nobody would want to see a caution come out right now because that would help out the cars in the top two. So we have gotten the pit stops out the way. And currently, Georgia's in first. William Thompson in second. Eweezy third. Aaron Kozak fourth. Amelia Rose fifth. Ace Blade sixth. Rooster Rodden seventh. JQ eighth. Merrill ninth. And Peyton Hill in 10th. Odion also lost. No, he's good. He came out right where he came in. Now, how long will Georgia stay out as we have 6 laps to go to the end of the stage? As we see Eweezy already catching the 14. He's on fresh tires. Now, he can't make no mistakes getting by the 14 here. He has to be extremely careful making the pass. As we are past the halfway point of this race. Eweezy up to the bumper of the 14. Trying to find a spot to get by. As we go around turn 3, heading into 4. He looks to the outside. His best bet is trying to make a pass on the straight. Making a pass on the turns, either in entry or exit, is a little tough. Sometimes you just got to get a good angle. And now Aaron Kozak is on the bumper of the 299 because the 14 is holding up Eweezy. This actually could still be for the lead of this race because the top 2 still have to pit. But the 299 cannot get by the 14. He is struggling. This might be his chance here on the straightaway. And still can't get by the 14. As we have 4 laps to go to the end of the stage. And now Amelia Rose is in the picture because of this. All this is doing is helping everyone else catch up. As Aaron Kozak gets very loose there, was trying to make the pass on Eweezy. Eweezy finally gets to the inside of the 14 and makes the pass. Now Aaron is trying to do the same. And he makes the pass. The 14 was causing havoc as Amelia Rose touches the 14. They got to be careful around that 14. He is on very worn tires. As we have some cloud cover now and the track has cooled off down to 97 degrees. Georgia is still your leader. And Georgia might win this stage if she does not pit. So it's a gamble that probably is going to pay off here unless they decide to pit before the end of the stage. As Georgia is currently 24th in points. And Eweezy is almost 5 seconds back from Georgia. I know they're glad that this is not the third stage because there's no way he was going to catch the 777 being 5 seconds back. Two laps to go to the end of the stage. Aaron Kozak still in third. William Thompson. Look at all those cars behind William. Everyone's struggling as we saw Ace Blade get loose there on the turn. Now Rooster Rodden trying to take advantage on the outside. Now Rooster gets loose on exit. And they're still side by side fighting for position. They're basically fighting for stage points here. And we all know that those points are very important, especially the later we get into the season. As Georgia crosses the stripe, 1 lap to go. As we see Peyton Hill battling Merrill. This is for 9th. And Hill might lose another position to Odeon. But that gamble by Georgia is going to pay off. She will win the stage unless they decide to do something crazy and head into pit road. We've definitely seen that happen before. I mean, a great call by the crew chief, up 35 positions. But they still have to pit, so they're going to lose that spot. Eventually, they got to still come in. They don't have enough to make it on fuel. As we go around turn 15 and 16. Georgia wins stage 2. Great call by the crew chief of the 777. And they win the stage and get a playoff point. So if they do make the dance of the round of 16, that point will help. Any of those points you can get during the season, either winning a race or winning the stage, man, those playoff points are crucial. We saw in the 4 rounds last year how crucial those playoff points was. It's a difference. It can make a difference of you advancing or not advancing, especially if you don't have a great race in any of those rounds. So Georgia last pitted on lap 20. So will they stay out or will they come in now? And Merrill didn't have a great pit stop a few laps back, and now he is in 9th. We'll see if he can make some of that back up. But Aaron is in 3rd. He's been having himself a great race, as well as Eweezy. What can they do? If Georgia comes in, Eweezy will be the leader. I think William Thompson is going to come in as well. What will be the call here? You know, taking chances on in pit strategy, you know, it's a roll of the dice. It could either pay off or it could be disastrous. It really depends on how the race plays out. You know, do we have cautions? Um, do we have cautions? Does something, um, when do people come in to pit? I mean, there's just so many things that could decide um, the outcome, you know, if you go off pit cycle from the other drivers. And Georgia decides to stay out. So they're playing the long game. They're going to try to stretch this fuel. But they're on worn, you know, they're on worn tires. And especially on a restart, that could be very dangerous. And she is the leader. Man, that could create some chaos if something were to happen in the front of the field, especially on a road course. There's not much places you can go if something happens in front of you. So this restart here is going to be very interesting. But like I mentioned earlier, next week we head to Richmond, a short track. Then we head to Atlanta, mile and a half. Then we head to Dover, the Monster Mile, for week 7. Then we go to Pocono, and that'll be the last race before the playoffs start. So that race is going to be big for a lot of drivers. But we will still have one more big progression before the playoffs. So that'll definitely help some drivers that need all the help they can get. But out of those 4 tracks, I think Pocono is the wild card because we have never raced there. This will be our first time. So a lot of, team owners and drivers, they don't know what to expect, what's going to happen. Um, it's a new track to us, how those builds are going to handle on that track. It's going to be a learning curve for everyone. And it's the last race right before the playoffs, so it's going to be very interesting how that plays out in week 8. And Atlanta as well. I just saw Gunny mention Atlanta. He's excited about that. Atlanta, this is also a different track for us because this is the updated track. And as we know, Atlanta was repaved. So the racing there is crazy now. You can go 3 wide. I mean, it gets nuts on that race. On that track. So that's also going to be an interesting race. And that is week 6. So those are 2 tracks that no one knows what to expect. But first, we have to finish week 4 as we get ready for the restart. I don't think Kozak's too happy starting behind Georgia. Georgia has worn tires. He's going to have to try to figure something out to try to get by the 777. Weezy's pretty good. He's on that outside up front. So Ace Blade is behind William Thompson. Will that cause him any issues on this restart? I hope everyone is enjoying the race and enjoying their Saturday. I'm excited to see how this race plays out here in the 3rd stage. We have one more road course on the schedule, but that is in the playoffs in week 10. And we will be at Watkins Glen. We know how Watkins Glen can be. It could be a wild race there. As we go around turn 14, ahead into turn 15. We should be good on fuel the rest of the way, except for the cars that didn't pit. Pace car comes off the track. The green flag waves, and stage 3 is underway. As we have a battle for second. Kozak, Iwizi side by side going around 2. Kozak gets a little wide, opens the door for the 14. But Kozak manages to hold on to third. Now Amelia Rose, Ace Blade going at it. Amelia Rose makes the pass. Ace Blade in 6. As we have a battle for second. Eric Kozak, Iwizi side by side. This could be for the lead. Eventually, Georgia has to pit. And they're still side by side, going around 11. Can Kozak get by the 299? He hasn't been able to all day. They're still side by side. And Kozak gets by Iwizi for the first time today. Kozak has been driving the wheels off that car all day long. He saw opening and took advantage of it. As we have 16 laps to go. As we have a battle for 20th. It's Goddard and Kyle Storm. A lot of congestion towards the back of the field. Now we see Tyler Commander trying to make the pass on Goddard. As we also have a battle for 14th, 13th. It's Brogan and Andrew Green. Andrew Green trying to make the pass. Brogan hanging on strong. Andrew Green trying to take that position away. And we're still side by side crossing the start-finish line. And Andrew Green makes the pass. Here's Merrill McGuire. This is for 9th. Raymond Peyton Hill. Peyton Hill gets by. Merrill down to 10th. Now we see Amelia Rose side by side with Ace Blade. This is for 5th. A lot of battles all over the track. Amelia Rose holds on. And William Thompson still in 4th. They have not come into pit yet. I'm sure they try to save some fuel during the caution laps. And there's Aaron Kozak trying to make the pass on the leader, Georgia. This is going to be interesting. 14 laps to go. Will Jordan, and here comes E Weezy in the inside. Now he's side by side Kozak. Man, those two have been battling it out all day long. And they're still side by side. But Kozak holds on. 2-second. The issue here is Georgia might hold up the 99, and that's going to leave the door open for the 299. This has been a great race. But when will Georgia come into pit? As long as she's in the lead, it's going to cause problems for Kozak and Eweezy. But them two have pulled away from the 4th place car. As we go around turn 15. I mean, it is possible Georgia can make it on fuel. I mean, it's going to be very close, but maybe with those caution laps, they were able to save some fuel. We will find out as we have 13 to go. Kozak looking for an opening. Eweezy almost gets into the inside of the 99. As we had a battle for 5th for a second. But the top two have pulled away. But you can see everyone's behind that 14. The 14 is not letting anyone get by. He's basically saying, you want to get by me, you're going to have to earn it today. But that is letting everyone else get away. As the top 3 are about 4 seconds, have a 4-second lead from 4th place. Can Kozak find the opening he needs to take the lead? He looks to the outside. That opens the door for Eweezy. Now they're side by side once again. As we head into turns 5 and 6. Eweezy cannot hold on. He's struggling on the turns. It's that tire wear, less grip. William Thompson still in 4th. Amelia Rose still cannot get by the 14. They're almost 5 seconds back. Georgia still has not pit. The laps to go. Can Georgia pull off the crazy victory? As the 99 gets wide again, opens the door once again. But the 99 quickly shuts that door on the 299. As we see Ace Blade going at it with Amelia Rose. This is for 5th. As they're side by side. Ace Blade cannot get by. As we have a battle for 13th. Andrew Green broke it once again. Everyone trying to fight for any position they can get. They know the laps are counting down. This race is coming to a close. Ten laps to go. Can Kozak find an opening? He is looking for that opening. He desperately wants to win. A win gets him into the playoffs. Weezy's all over his bumper, waiting for an opening. Who will make the mistake? Weezy got loose there. Peyton Hill, this is a battle for 9th. Peyton Hill trying to get by. Now Odeon, he's in the inside. This is a battle for stage points. Even if it's 1 point, you can get any point you can. As we go back to the leaders. 9 laps to go. Aaron Kozak looks to the outside, but every time he does that, it opens the door for Weezy. But he's able to hold him off each time. One slip up could cost you the race. As we have a battle for 8th, Murrow and Rooster Rodden. Rooster Rodden trying to do everything he can to hold on to 8th. And he does not. Your top 3 are 5 seconds away from the 4th place car, which is William Thompson. But nobody can get past William. He's not letting no one get by him. He's throwing blocks all over the place. 8 laps to go. As we still have a battle here for 9th and 10th. There's battles all over the track. As they're side by side going around 2. Rooster and Peyton. Seems like Rooster Rodden is fading. Now Weezy trying to make the pass on Aaron once again. Aaron continues to open the door. It's just going to take one time for Weezy to be able to get by. He needs to be very careful. Sometimes he hits that entry too hard, and it just opens him up. He goes a little wide, opens the door for the 299. And there we go. Georgia finally goes onto pit road. as well as William. William Thompson also goes in. So they're going to do a splash and go. Now, without having Georgia in the way, can Kozak pull away from the 299 with 7 laps to go? I mean, Georgia and William Thompson, they definitely stretched that fuel. They went about 34 laps. But everyone else should be good on fuel the rest of the way. Can Aaron get himself into the playoffs? This is his first season in the Next Gen Series. As we have a battle for 12. Is Brogan and his teammate Aaron Hughes. This is a battle for 12. That's DOG. They're having a good run today. Odion is 11th. Aaron Hughes 12th. Brogan 13th. And this lead has grown almost up to a second. As we go around turns 12 and 13. Man, we've had a heck of a race today. All Aaron has to do is hit his marks. 5 laps to go. Let's go through your top 10. Aaron Kozak is your leader. E Weezy is in second. Amelia Rose in third. Followed by Ace Blade. JQ in fifth. Good run by him today. Merle McGuire in sixth. He's had his ups and downs, but he's maintaining that sixth position. Peyton Hill, seventh. Rooster Rodden, ninth. Andrew Green. Rooster Rodden, eighth. Andrew Green, ninth. And Billy Sauter round out your top 10. And Eric Kozak still in the lead. 4 laps to go. And he seems to be pulling away. Almost a 1.5 second lead. And from first to third is almost a 6-second lead. So right now, Aaron Kozak is on cruise control. If he can get into victory lane, There will be some serious celebration today at the Brew Crew shop. They also have 4 cars in the top 10. So great showing for them. And I think right now, currently, the team standings is separated around 100 points. So this is going to be big for them. They've never won a team championship, and they're definitely doing all they can to win it this year. But we still have plenty of races to go, and anything can happen. Three laps to go. Weezy still with your fastest lap of the race. 1 minute 26 seconds. But a good showing by the 299. He needed a finish like this desperately, as he's in 14th, but you don't want to be flirting around, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th position in the standings. You don't want to be around there towards the end of the regular season, because that means you could be outside looking in just by a matter of points. 2 laps to go. Aaron Kozak in control of this race. As long as he makes no mistakes, he will be he will be driving into victory lane. Still a 1.5 second lead. Oh, he gets a little loose there. That heart rate must be extremely high right now. He knows he just wants to get this race over with and get the win. So I know in the back of his mind, it's like, finally, let me just get onto victory lane. You never know when you're going to get into victory lane again. So it is a big deal. You got to celebrate it. You never know. It could be a season, 2 seasons. It could be next week. You just never know in this league when you're going to get another win. It's extremely difficult. The white flag is out. Final lap. Eric Kozak was racing second all day long. Picked his spots, took the lead. And it still has a 1.5 second lead on Weezy. This will be Kozak's first career win in the Next Gen Series. Goes around turn 11 onto the straight. Goes around turn 14 and 15. Taking his time going in entry out the exit. Comes out of turn 16. Aaron Kozak in the 99 wins at Barber Motorsports Park. What a day for the 99. Got a ton of points. Gets a playoff point, gets some playoff points, wins the race, and punches his ticket into the round of 16. In second, Eweezy. Great day for him, especially in the points. He's going to need these points if he can get into victory lane. Third, Amelia Rose. Good showing for her. Fourth, Ace Blade. We know what Ace Blade can do, a good showing as well. He's already won a race. He's locked in. Fifth, JQ. Sixth, Merle McGuire. Seventh, Peyton Hill. Eighth, Rooster Rodden. Ninth, Andrew Green. And 10th, Billy Sauter. That rounds out your top 10. We have had a great day of racing. And we had a great day, a great week of road racing. But I know a lot of drivers are ready to get back onto an oval. They don't wanna turn right. I know that champagne will be popping tonight at the Brew Crew shop. I mean, they put in their work, man. They definitely always pretty dominant in the next gen series. They definitely have set the bar. But Northern Lights is not too far behind this season when it comes to the next gen series. So there's some great competition. And there's some upcoming teams as well. DOG, you can't count them out. You know, Lost City eventually is going to get it together. And they're going to definitely be putting out some great setups on these cars. Low fuel as well. I mean, there's a lot of teams. Apex is usually in the mix. We have a lot of competitive teams. This is why the next gen series is extremely hard and is very hard to win in this series. One of the hardest series to win at. But we had a great week of road racing, and we had a great race today. And I think all the cars finished on the lead lap, which I don't know if that's the first time that's happened this season in the history of the league. I'm not sure, but it might have happened before. But we couldn't ask for a better race. You know, so many scenarios played out. But I appreciate everyone supporting the league, supporting the stream, and on to week 5. I will see you guys next time.